Hello, I'm Van, and welcome to The Threshold, the place of the intuitive, the mystic, the contemplative, a place to strengthen the connection to your core through mindfulness and inner wisdom. Is life really an inside job? Let's talk. We recognize that ultimately we can only change ourselves, and in doing so, become a change agent whose actions are transformative. Do you believe that? Change. One of those quotes that I hear way too much is be the change you wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. I wonder if there's another quote we can substitute for this one. Okay, I can hear the wheels of outrage turning, but seriously, you've got to admit that it's an overused quote. Now, I can almost hear you say, what quote about change do you like, Van? To which I answer, one that doesn't have the word change in it. And I'll even say, to mollify those of you who thought I was dissing Gandhi, I'll even reference another quote of his. My life is my message. Much like our message, change really is an inside job. Our goal really isn't to impact the out there. Our message is an internal response that is reflected when we walk our talk. Think about this. It's monumental. Our message is rooted at our core by identifying our talk. Have you ever asked yourself, what are my beliefs and how do I really live into those? How do I grow from myself, from my core? Or, to put it another way, how is my inside job reflected into the world? And how is my life my message of change that I share with the world? Now, I don't know about you, but lately with everything happening out there, I feel my circle of influence shrinking. I feel like I can't impact change anywhere. I wonder if there is anything I can do to change myself, much less the world. It's fatiguing to show up in a chaotic world. You know what? It seems that most people I speak to are feeling the exact same way that I am. And while that gives me solace, I keep thinking, Van, you've got to know how to get through this. Then I remind myself of those words, really remind myself that the way I'm thinking comes from a pessimistic heart. And I back up. I take a deep breath and I remind myself that I've only to make minute changes, those minute changes in myself. And to do this, I honestly look at my message. So how do I do that? I begin with reflection. I reflect upon what is my message? How am I living into it? And what am I missing the mark on? I realize that I don't have to have all the answers. Even one answer is beginning towards living my message. Next, I introspect. And that's all about discerning how I'm sharing myself with the world. I look at what I'd like to live into, but not quite accomplishing. And so then what comes next as I introspect is the hard part. What am I missing, even though it's important? Now, there are no right answers to this question. It's only the ones that speak to each of us in the moment. Each of us gets to decide how we want to experience our message. Okay, now comes the really difficult part. Integrating the message you decided upon into your life experience. And remember, this can be as simple as one action once a day. Begin simple, stay the course, and your life will be your message. Build upon that simplicity. My life, my message. Not to change what's out there, but to better understand my path and to make life connections that have me living my message in the world. I bet you want the same. So I want to thank you for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not quite sure how to get on that path of your message, reach out to me as a contemplative coach using intuitive techniques and mindfulness practices. I'd love to work with you to really discover where your path is. You can find additional resources at vanessafhurst.com. But I'm going to tell you, whatever you do today, live as your life is your message. Namaste.